Hi everyone, this is Miss Jess from the Pequannock Library, and this is our first week of our Animal STEAM program. Every week on Fridays we will be putting out STEAM bags, and they will look a little bit something like this. This week we're doing giraffes, and you can come to the library while supplies last to pick them up. And inside will be all kinds of goodies, so make sure you come and get it. And I'm gonna show you what's in the bag and how to do stuff, and we're gonna learn about giraffes, and we're gonna read a story. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'll show you some stuff that we have. In the bag, you will get a beautiful mindfulness coloring giraffe. This can be for slightly older kids, or if maybe your adults wanna color it, because it's got kind of smaller spaces, so it's a little bit more difficult to color. For the younger ones, we have animals are all around. And you can see I already colored in the giraffe. See how many other animals you can name. I see an elephant, I see a camel, I see a koala. See what other animals you can find and color them in. Then we have an animal word search. See the little giraffe friend up there? Hello. Down below are the words you need to find. And I've started you off, that's where giraffe is. So you circle the word and then cross it out once you find it. The next thing, I know it's jam-packed with goodies, is something called Where Do They Belong? So you have words up here in the box, and you have to put them into the different categories that they belong. So we have animals, food, and places. So I saw olives. Are olives an animal? I don't think I've ever seen an olive move before, or make a noise, or anything. Is an olive a place? Can you go visit an olive? Not really. Is an olive a food? Delicious. So that's why I put it under the food column. Is a giraffe a food? Well, now that I think about it, I guess to some animals, a giraffe would be food, but I'm talking about people. So people don't really eat giraffes. So I didn't put them in food. Is a giraffe a place? No, a giraffe is an animal. So I put the giraffe in the animal category. And the last one to show you is school. So is school an animal? No. Is school a food? Well, you can eat food in school, but you can't eat the school. Don't eat the school. So I put school in places. So see if you can put these different things into different categories. Now, before we go any further with the stuff, I want to read a story to you. It's one of my favorite giraffe stories. It's called Giraffes Can't Dance. Can you dance? Can we do a little dance? Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 da. So I'll leave that up to you whether you decide if Miss Jess can actually dance or not. Giraffes can't dance. I've never seen a giraffe dance before, but we'll see what happens. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Oof, ouch. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. There he is. He sees all the other animals dancing, but he looks sad because he doesn't think he can dance very well. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons, they teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. There they are. Looks like they're all doing a great job dancing. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lion saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Oh no, I think they're laughing. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. That wasn't very nice. Poor Gerald. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought, I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Poor Gerald. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. See the little cricket? He said, excuse me. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music in those branches is the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. So he says, close your eyes and see if you can hear the music in the grass, in the trees, in the branches. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. What is Gerald doing? What is he doing? He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Oh my goodness, so graceful. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Now he looked super happy. So happy. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, it's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. Wow. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. So thank you everyone. Then he raised his head up and he looked at the moon and stars above. We can all dance, he said, when we find music that we love. So Gerald didn't think he could dance, but then he was able to with the help of the little cricket and just closing his eyes and listening to the music. So now you can get out your paper that says, Giraffes can't dance yet. And also you'll have a paper that's got this little guy on it. First what you want to do is you want to color him and cut him out. Oh look, it looks like I have a giraffe head. Hello, I'm a giraffe. So once you do that, then you're gonna take this paper and it says write or draw about 3 things you can't do yet. That means 3 things that you can't do, but maybe you can work on them. So let's see what Miss Jess wrote down. Miss Jess cannot ride a bicycle. This is very true. She used to know how to do it when she was little, but she hasn't ridden a bicycle in a very long time. So then I put on the cloud there, write a positive thought you will think for each one. So I put, even though I can't ride a bicycle, I can borrow my brother's bike to learn how. And then I put, I can't draw cartoon characters. But then in the little bubble I put, I can keep practicing and I can make videos to share with other people. If you check our YouTube and our Facebook page, you'll see that I've been trying my very best to learn how to draw cartoon animals, and you can too if you check the videos. And the last one I put is Miss Jess cannot do a cartwheel. And then I put, that's okay for an adult, I'd probably hurt myself anyway. So see if you can think of 3 things that you can't do or that you're learning how to do, and then put little bubbles in there, some positive things, and you can color this sheet too. And then you can take your little giraffe and you can glue or tape him right on the top top there, and you can hang him up. You can put him on your fridge, on your wall, wherever you want to put him, because he's super cute. What else is in this magic bag that I've given you here? Okay, you're probably wondering, what on earth is this thing? Well, what does it look like? It looks like giraffe skin. So before we get started with that, how about we learn some things about giraffes? And I just happened to find, whoa, extreme close up. I just happened to find this really cool book called Giraffes Are Awesome. So let's learn a little bit about giraffes, and then we will do our little science experiment. All about giraffes. Stretch, can you stretch? Stretch your arms. But what do giraffes do? They stretch their necks. Can you stretch that neck up so high? Do I look like a giraffe? I don't think my neck is long enough. I really tried, but I don't think I could reach those trees. It's a good thing the giraffe's neck is that long so he can reach all the food. A giraffe reaches high in a tree. It nibbles a tasty leaf. Giraffes are the tallest animals on Earth. They grow up to 18 feet tall. That is very, very tall. That is way taller than I am. Spots cover a giraffe's body. No two patterns are the same. So just like all our fingerprints are different, all different people, all different fingerprints, every giraffe has different kinds of spots, all different patterns. I didn't know that. Wow. The spots hide them from predators. So that means it kind of camouflages them so the animals that try and catch them cannot find them. Giraffes match the trees that dot the grassy savanna in Africa. So here's Africa, and you can see this little dot, this little color. That's where in Africa you find a lot of giraffes. A giraffe's neck is as long as its legs. So can you imagine if your neck was as long as your leg? Think about that. How long is your leg? And then pretend it was your neck. Yeah, I can't imagine that either. Short hair called a mane grows down the back. So there's like a little tuft of fur hair called a mane. That's also like when a lion has hair, that's called a mane. Or sometimes if you have a fabulous head of hair, they say you have a lovely mane. Inside the neck are 7 bones. Wow, that's a lot. Your neck has 7 bones too, but they are much smaller than the giraffe's. A giraffe's long neck makes it hard to jump up quickly when lying down, so giraffes often nap standing up. So, like some other animals, they nap or sleep standing up. The bumps on the giraffes' heads are called ossicones. I often wondered what those were. These little bumps here. They are made of bone and are covered with skin and hair. Male or bulls use them to fight each other. So the male giraffes, the boy giraffes, use them to kind of knock into each other. They crash their heads and necks together. They fight over the females. So the boy giraffes are called bulls and the girl giraffes are called cows. Very interesting. So there they are, kind of smacking into each other, fighting, see if they can win the best girl giraffe there is. Dinner time! Giraffes are herbivores. Do you know what an herbivore is? Let's see. That means they eat only plants. So, are you an herbivore? I guess you could be if you were a vegetarian. Do you know what a carnivore is? A carnivore is an animal that eats meat. But I think we eat both. So what would both be called? An omnivore. Can you say omnivore? Omnivore means you eat meat and plants. It takes lots of food to fill a giraffe's stomach. Probably because they're giant, right? It may eat 75 pounds of food in one day. 75 pounds. That is a lot of leaves and branches and twigs and trees. A giraffe eats in the morning and the evening. It rests in the heat of the day and at night. So they have 2 meals. They probably have some snacks during the day too, because that's a really big tummy to fill up. Giraffes eat leaves, twigs, and small branches. They grab food from the tops of the trees with their long tongues. So not only is their neck super long, But if there's some leaves or something at the top of the tree that they still can't reach because their necks are that long, they can use this ginormous tongue. Can I see your tongue? Go. Can you make it as long as the giraffe's tongue? Let's go. Ready? No, you can't do it. Oh, you know why? Because a giraffe's tongue is as long as your arm. So stick out your arm. Can you imagine your tongue being that long? No, I can't. That's crazy. Think of all the lollipops you could eat with that. Delicious. Giraffes love eating from acacia trees. The trees have sharp thorns, but the giraffe's tongue and gums are tough. So even though there's thorns on some of their favorite trees, their gums and their tongue are very tough. Have you ever been licked by a giraffe? Just a side note. If you go to some zoos, you can actually feed giraffes and you can give them like big leaves. And if you hold out the leaf and they go to eat the leaf, you can sometimes feel their tongue and it's very tickly. So I highly recommend that. Its strong teeth crush the thorns. Thick saliva protects its mouth. I wouldn't eat those though. Look at those sharp thorns. Oh my goodness. A giraffe's stomach has 4 parts. 4. The food goes into the first part. Then the animal burps it up and chews it some more. Ooh. I obviously didn't read this book first. So the giraffe eats the food, right? And then like burps it back up and then chews it. And now it's called cud. After a while, the giraffe swallows the cud and then it goes through the rest of the giraffe's stomach. Do not try this at home. Gross. Family ties. After age 5, a female giraffe can have a calf. So a 5-year-old giraffe can be a mommy. It's very different in the animal world. A newborn calf is 6 feet tall. So if you know someone who's 6 feet tall, they're the size of a baby giraffe. I'm pretty close to that. It starts walking soon after birth. So almost right away, a baby giraffe can walk. Can you walk right after you're born? No, you have to learn how to walk. And first you have to learn how to crawl. So some animals are different like that. And that's because they need to be able to run away from danger right away, right from birth. The calf drinks its mother's milk at first. So just like other mammals, it drinks its mother's milk. Later, it will learn to eat leaves. There's a little baby giraffe. So cute. For its first week, a calf hides in tall grass. Its mother stays nearby. Then it joins other calves in the herd. Their mothers take turns watching them. So it's kind of like a playgroup. Living in a herd keeps calves safe. Once grown, giraffes in the wild can live up to 25 years. It's pretty old. Danger lurks. A giraffe can drink 10 gallons of water at a time. When it drinks, the giraffe spreads its legs and bends down because it's a really far away to the ground. During this time, predators can attack, so they have to be careful. Giraffes go to the watering holes in groups. They take turns watching for predators, then they warn the others with grunts and snorts when danger is near. So they take turns. See, some of those giraffes are drinking, but there's one giraffe that's keeping an eye out to make sure nobody or any animals are coming near. Adult giraffes are too big for most predators to kill, but they have to watch out for lions and crocodiles. Hyenas and cheetahs can kill calves. Giraffes have good eyesight and good hearing. Their height lets them spot predators from far away, so zebras and other animals like to graze near them. So other animals know that they can see danger from really far away, so they like to hang out with them. It's much safer there. When a predator comes near, giraffes run away. They can run up to 35 miles per hour for a very short distance. They can kick hard too. A powerful kick can kill a lion. So they can run very fast. And also those big strong legs can kick to protect them. Saving giraffes. Humans are the biggest danger to giraffes. People will hunt them for their meat and skins. So the worst predator of a giraffe is unfortunately people. Sometimes people will hunt them. Farmers cut down the trees giraffes eat to grow crops and raise livestock. So sometimes it's just the fact that we're cutting down their food that makes it hard for them. Today, most giraffes live in parks and reserves. They are safe from hunters there. People plant trees for them. If we protect giraffes, these awesome giants will always roam Africa. So you'll see a lot of giraffes in preserves, in parks, in zoos, so they can be safe and they'll always have plenty to eat. The end. So what do you think? Are giraffes awesome? Give me a thumbs up if you think giraffes are awesome. Awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna turn the camera around and I'm gonna show you what this thing is for and how we're gonna do a little experiment. So let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be your little giraffe. First thing we wanna do is cut it in half, so that way you can have two of them. So see this really dark line here? I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, now take one of them and you'll see, let me show you. So this line here and this line here, those are the ones we're gonna cut. Okay, and then we're also gonna cut this line here and this line here. Okay, so let's start with that. Remember, only cut up to that line there. Okay, and then the other side. Okay, now the last thing we have to cut is you'll see that each corner has kind of like a little curve. This is so we can curve the little giraffe hoof, so it will be easier when we do our little experiment. We're going to be making little walking giraffes. Okay, so see how I've kind of curved them around the sides there? Now the next step is we're going to take the middle piece and fold it up on both sides. So see that? So far you've got, looks like a flying giraffe. Whoosh. All right, so this is the head. So we're gonna just fold the top part just a little bit because you want to keep that neck nice and long. And this part here is gonna be the tail. So you can kind of give it a little curl. A little curl, little tail curl, boop. Now for the legs, instead of folding them up, we're gonna fold them down. So fold it down like that so that our giraffe can stand. Nice long legs for the giraffe. Okay, so far you should have a beautiful little giraffe. And the reason I gave you two is because when we make them walk, you can race them, or you can have somebody else make one, or if you make a mistake, you have a second one. So now I'm gonna flip the camera back around and show you how we're gonna make this little guy walk. Okay. For this part, you'll need your little giraffe friend. You will need either like a clipboard or a book, and you will also need various types of surfaces. So this is nice and smooth. You can also use the bag. That's got a different kind of surface texture. I've got kind of like a piece of felt here, and I have this little kind of bumpy surface here it's a block kind of thing. So basically what we're gonna try and do is see how high up the ramp is, plus friction of the giraffe walking, to see which kind of texture is going to be best. Okay, so it's going to be rocking back and forth kind of on its curved little hooves, and also gravity. So gravity is when something is up, it has to come down, right? Okay, so the first surface we're going to try is just this nice smooth book. Let's see how that goes. Oh no, Giraffe, come back. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, he kind of slid. He didn't really walk. We want him to walk. Let's see if I can go a little bit lower. No, just kind of slip and sliding. All right, let's see. This foam here. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited because when I've been practicing, he hasn't been he hasn't really been working, but that was the best I've ever done. I'm gonna go towards you so you can see. Of course, watch now, it's not gonna work. Okay, little guy. Show them how awesome you are. Look. Oh my gosh. No, do it again. There it goes. You got this. Do it. He's walking. I've created life. Sorry. Okay, so this looks like this is gonna be our best texture. But let's try this. This is like super bumpy. Let's see how that works. No? No, he's getting stuck on the little bumps. Okay, I also want to try this paper bag here. No, not feeling it. Oh, a little bit, sort of. Okay, so that sort of worked. Let's see. How high up do I have to go? Oh, he's stuck on the little bump. Okay, try now. Whoa! Never mind, that's not a good one. Let's try just a regular piece of paper and see how that works. And remember, if you make 2 of these, you can race them. Regular piece of paper. Oh, wait. A little bit, kind of slip and slide. Your giraffe will be different than mine, depending on how much you fold it, how much you've cut the curve. So it'll be a fun little experiment to see. Whoa. Good. Oh, so. Okay, so that is gravity, right? It has to go down because gravity is pulling it down. Then we have friction, which means how smooth something is. So when it slips down, it's because there's nothing to kind of grab onto. But something like a paper bag has a little bit more friction. This one had too much friction, so it kind of got caught on the bumps. It looks like this foam here was really good to just have enough to kind of grab it so the little foot can lift itself up. And what else did we learn about? Yeah, just like slopes and ramps. So let's try, I actually have 2 giraffes here. Let's see if I can race them. Let's see. All right, guys, ready? On your mark, get set, go. Go, 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 go. No, they're not going. Wait. Big guy's in the lead. Sometimes I wiggle it. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, try again. We going in? We going for the win? Oh, the big one's working. The little one's not working. Go, go, go. No? Okay. Oh wait, he's going a little bit. Okay. So have fun with your little giraffes. I hope you enjoyed our story, Giraffes Can't Dance. We learned that giraffes are awesome. We made little giraffe guys, and we did a lot of coloring activities, and we learned that Miss Jess can't do cartwheels. And I hope you had a great time. Make sure you pick up your giraffe craft kit, and I'll see you at the library.